Kia good evening. I got a really good opening clip for you once again. It is a 720 Mizu from a 15-year-old. 720. Shout out to the dude who sent me this on Instagram, and definitely go follow this guy too, because I mean 720 Mizu speaks for itself. But next, the first thing I want to tell you about today is a quick segment I have that I'll pull up right now, real quick.
Who's that?
Inline skate.
Any guesses as to what this skate is? Any guesses at all? Skate, yeah, I saw on the Rollerblading Facebook page. I was so confused as to what the hell it could possibly be. Here it is here if you're confused as to what it is. I was looking at this and I was under the impression it's a real skate for the longest time. Like, it's right in front of you that it's clearly not a real skate. Like, if you look at it, it's clearly plastic. Look at these laces. I mean, obviously at an angle like that, it's not going to be real laces. But it's just clearly like a plastic mold of like a fake skate, like a piece of art or something. The actual origin of these weird ass looking skates is an ad for like a train. The skates are a turtle, essentially. This 720p terrible freaking quality video here, but look, there they are. There's the skates, confirmed. This is an ad for like like some kind of transport company. But anyway, strange times. I was horrified to think that was a real skate. Like, I was like, who the fuck is that possibly for? But anyway, onto the real new skate news. So these were originally a really early leak that was spotted out being skated by the Mesmer team, but they were properly shown off by Mesmer at the Bushy Pope skate off, which looked like a great event with some great, crazy skating happening. Shout out to the people who won that. But yeah, here's a good picture of these skates here. I'm very surprised that the second skate colorway that Mesmer's doing is not white or another black colorway. It's this crazy green. I'm happy to hear it though. It's cool that they're taking a risk of this and doing a color, you know, not some boring black and white shit. But this green colorway, it definitely ain't for me. It's green with like an off-white cream. And I assume this one will have the fixed liner, which is good. I love this attention to detail. There's like a swirl on this bolt here, which I think is so sick. But all I can see when I look at these skates is my first pair of aggressive skates. These beauties right here were my first ever pair of aggressive skates, and this is all I see when I look at those new Mesmer skates. And I was so embarrassed of the colorway of these skates growing up. I would have the baggiest jeans to cover them. I even spray painted them black at one point. And when you spray paint skates, it chips off, so they looked like camo. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I owe every single trick I have ever learned to the skate though. This is where I learned top sides and I learned 360 grunts. It was a good skate, surprisingly, although I did snap the cuff off. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. We have some more new skate leaks coming out. There was this alternate color version of the John Bellino Pro Skate with a black sole, and I think it looks really nice. And with the Mesmer orange laces, looking really good here with Levy. But there's also another leak that's a bit more undercover for the Mesmers, and that is a white version, a black and white version of the Mesmer skate. Here it is here. Dominic Bruce is skating it. If you see, it looks very nice here. It's like I see it like a classic like Valo M12 when I look at that. I don't know why, but I really like this colorway. I did reach out to Billy O'Neill. You can see there's white ones. These are clearly white skates here that he's skating. You can't see, it's like hidden behind the Mesmer, but that's white skates. But yeah, I reached out to Billy about this to see what was happening, and he confirmed the Dominic Bruce skates and said he had a couple other samples that he wasn't sure he's going to make yet. And now I would highly encourage him to make this white version of the skate. I think it looks so good. It's absolutely sick. And yeah, the black version too, the black sole plate for the John Bellino I think is good too. But every single colorway he has there I think is great, and he should make all of them. That's my opinion. But anyway, so we've got an official release of the new Eugen Shadow, the 3.3, the new version. This was leaked the same time the first version of the Pro Eugen Shadow was leaked. So I've known about this skate for a long time. But yeah, it's really cool to see, and I like this colorway. I think it's very nice. It's got that kind of classic gray shadow look to it. When I think shadow, I see this gray skate, but I like the orange flare. Moving out of aggressive, we have this new teaser from Rollerblade about a brand new, their first ever carbon skate, and it actually has been spotted in the wild. So we have a picture of it. Here it is here, and it's a very nice looking carbon skate. Oh, we got to enhance for you. Enhance. It's cool to see Rollerblade starting to make some carbon skates. So this is an urban / free skate, right? Which is really good to see. And yeah, it looks high quality and nice around. But I know I actually am curious to see what you guys think about this right now. So obviously most of the people watching this right now are aggressive skaters, but do you want to see the non-aggressive skates of this? Let me know in the comments if you do. But I'll bring it back for you. We do have another leak of the new Rollerblade Blank skate that's coming out, which is here's the teasers that are officially posted by Rollerblade themselves. And this skate is looking so nice, man. I don't know, man. A gray skate, it's different, dude. It's nice. And I mean, you can pretty much see the whole skate here at this point. And it looks very nice. And I'm so sad that I don't have my blanks anymore because it's such a cool skate. Like, look at the little detail here. Look at that skate right there. It's so nice. Anyway, that's cool. Those really cool electric skates just got fully funded as well. The Escend ones, you can get either a frame or a full skate version. And that's really cool to see. It finally happened. There's a electric skate you can buy that's ready for the market for commuting and stuff, which is great to hear. Congrats to them. They're actually doing giveaways on their Instagram to give pairs of them away. They did one for the US recently, so definitely go check them out. And yeah, I'm hyped about these. It's really like air gear in real life, you know. They did a raffle for the US only, and it's Ascend UK. Very interesting. And then I have your fortnightly update about the DMX Clarke collab. I swear to God, John must like purposely do this to keep the conversation going about this. But we have a like a director's clappy ball, whatever it's freaking called, confirming that they have just filmed something with like an actual director for this Clarke XDM skate collab. And now my expectations are so high for this collab at this point. Like, if it is not a skinned 909, I'm going to be so disappointed, man. That's all I have to say. But I'm so excited to see this, and I know it's going to be coming out at Blading Cup, so we're just going to have to wait for the Blading Cup in November to see what happens. But I'm sure there'll be more slow leaks every week, so I have to keep talking about this because there's always a little update to make it worth talking about. But speaking of them skates, there was a lot of soft goods that are absolutely dope that they just dropped. A bunch of different options, a bunch of different colorways and different shirt designs and hats, and they all look sick. It looks like a proper clothing brand, man. Like, you don't even have to be a blader to like this shit, you know? It's really cool. A lot of I really like this, like you can do so much with 4 dots, man. I'm so jazzed. But even that is just so simple and looks so nice. And there's so many new things. I definitely recommend checking it out and copping some if you have some spare coin. They even have, look at the Reese's Pieces socks they got here, man. And there's so many different socks. And I was like, unironically, I was just looking into making some lace socks. But everyone has made socks in the last like 2 weeks, so it ain't happening anymore. Okay? Not anytime soon, anyway. But anyway, you didn't come here for my news. You came here for Blade news. Moving on. And some more exciting news. Chyna has got a signature frame for Create Originals finally, and it's so cool, and it's really cool to see. She's one of the best skaters in the world. It's so cool to see her get some more recognition for that. And the frame wall design that she has is so nice. It's like fine Chyna. Isn't that just like the perfect fit? I really like it. It's got a really good vibe. Shout out to Create Original Frames, although I have no idea how anyone could possibly skate them flat. They're like impossible. But speaking of frames, we're going to move on to the more... There's a big DIY trend of like small projects I want to draw your attention to now. First one being this new style anti-rocker. It's a 3D printed anti-rocker that doesn't need bearings, but can roll, which I was very impressed with. Look how... I'm sure that'll be like... You know how loud those like cheap like ground control, no bearing anti-rockers are? That'll be like that times 1,000 probably, but I mean, it should be a bit better. Don't play that cat video, please. I'm just very impressed with what's possible with a 3D printer. Like, I'm telling you, it's the future, man. And speaking of 3D printers, we got a 3D printed frame wall from the Buckle Master DarkMage, which looks very nice. And this is once again what I'm saying. It's so cool that 50/50 did this. Anyone can make a frame. If you want to learn 3D modeling, check out the 50/50 Prime Market and design yourself one and make it happen. It's possible. The bar is so low. I'm literally skating one right now. Look, this is my setup right now. The biggest groove possible. Shout out Hexablitz. And I fucking love it. It's such a fun setup. It's bigger than Aeon's, man. It's so fun and it works so well. And I love the purple, man. I didn't think I'd be into purple, but like Twitch is purple. We're on Twitch and this is fucking sick, you know. We're not done there though. We have a really, really exciting new company starting up called James Drive. And their first product they're making is a universal memory buckle for any skate. And it's coming out worldwide very soon. Now, I was always under the impression that Rossi's had a pattern on the memory buckle, and that's why no one did it. But that's not the case. It's not, or at least from what I've heard recently, it's not the case. So anyone can make one now, and I'm so surprised it hasn't happened till right now. So shout out to James Drive. Definitely check them out and keep an eye on that one. Can't wait to see the other side of this. That's going to be the most important side, I think. However the other side of this looks, but yeah, very exciting stuff. And yeah, the reason I say that I don't think Rossi's has the patent is because, like, outside of rollerblading, I guess maybe that's why. Outside of rollerblading, there's memory buckles on like skis and stuff, but I guess they're not inside rollerblading, so maybe they got the patent for rollerblades. I guess we'll find out. James Drive will find out, right? Anyway, I got some breaking news. A rollerblader tried to ambush the Royal Convoy and got absolutely demolished by the police. Now, this has caused some outrage with people saying that the police are using too much force against this teenage rollerblader who's just at the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. He took a wrong turn. He says he didn't realize what was happening. He's talking about saying he didn't know what's going on. He's getting absolutely manhandled by the police here.
I didn't know, mate. I was going fucking fast. The road was open, bro. I didn't.
He thought the road was open is what he said, right? But I have the real news for you here. I did a deep dive on this by scrolling down on this Twitter feed. And he definitely knew it was a closed road. If you see this clip here he is just flying it. Look, if you saw this, tell me you were skating down this road. You saw this barricade with like 5 cops sitting out there whistling at you in a huge crowd. You tell me you didn't realize this road was closed? This guy, there's always one, isn't there? This guy, I have no idea what he was doing, because if you look at him, he's just, I don't know, he's just a dude skating with some shoes. He doesn't have a camera. It's not like he's trying to make like a viral moment or something. I have no idea what the motive for this stunt was here. It seems weird. It really seems like a mistake, but with that context, there's no way it's a mistake. And also, he's not a teenager. I mean, maybe he's a teenager, but to me, that's not a teenager. But anyway, that's the news, and it's just more proof that rollerblading is literally everywhere in the world. We're growing so big right now. You can relate rollerblading to almost every event in the world, and every person as well. Because we also had some breaking news here that Pewdiepie, he did a sick trick on some skates on his latest video. Look at this. It's one of the best stale grabs I think I've ever seen in my life. Wait for it. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen a better stale grab, and I don't think I ever will. And it's absolutely sick. Shout out to Felix and Pewdiepie. And now I've got to decide whether... Actually, I'll let chat decide. Am I going to be able to put Pewdiepie in the thumbnail for that quick little cameo here of proof that rollerblading is literally everywhere in the world right now? But for real, though, if I get a single one in the chat, I'll do it, by the way. But for real, the whole reason I wanted to film this extra breaking news bit was because Rossi's just dropped a new skate. 2 new skates, actually. And this is the quickest turnaround I think they've ever had. Because usually they do like a teaser post, like these ones here. And then it's like a week before they come out. But they did it 2 days back to back. They did the teaser, and the next day they had the skate out. So I completely missed it. But yeah, they got 2 of the 1992 skates. Is that what they're called? And there's this sick electric blue colorway, as well as this sage colorway. And they look great. And it's just a continuation of the response to the Impala skates. And they're a better quality version of the Impala skates. They're a little bit faster and a little bit softer and nicer. So I definitely recommend them. And I have some right here. And they are really cool. I like them. They're good. It's my go-to like casual rig skate. It's a great rig skate. And I'm glad to see Rossi's continue to make them. And I hope they sell well. Because, yeah, let's keep, as a core rollerblading company that Rossi's is, right? We should be buying them and not Impalas, right? That's what you should know. Anyway, next up, I got some new famous wheels for you. They got a new drop, and it includes some quad wheels. I didn't even realize they made wheels for quad skates, but I'm actually hyped to hear a medical wheel. Every time I've seen someone skate them for the first time, I've never skated them myself, but when people skate them for the first time, the first thing they do is like react to how fast the skate feels. So, I don't know, these are cool. But anyway, moving on from that, there was a new Brooklyn Zoo Softgoods drop that I am in love with, man. And not only is it a sick blue version of the fire shirt that they had before, but there's a fucking rug. I can't get over this rug, dude. Look at these rugs. Tell me you don't need this in your like skate garage. A Brooklyn Zoo handmade rug. And I didn't realize this, but they're actually made by Sven, the the Negative King. He's the one who made it. Look, it's right here. He makes him. And that makes it so much cooler. I'm so hyped on this rug, dude. I can't tell you. That's the main reason I'm even telling you about this is because of this rug. A rollerblading rug. Anyway, yeah, definitely check this whole drop out and go support Eugen. He's the man. Brooklyn Zoo. The Brooklyn boys are dope. It's a fucking rug. Anyway, next up, we had an update on the Bitter Code Showdown. They randomly posted on Twitter again for the first time in like a long time. And it's been confirmed that they're doing one more Bitter Code Showdown after not being around for 10 years. After 10 years? Is that what it says? Holy fuck. They're coming back at Modern Skate Park. And I'm so hyped on that. I was always the highlights from this comp when I was like first getting into blading was so sick. So it's cool to see. It's cool to see this resurgence of blading, man. It's so exciting, dude. Make sure you go check that one out. It's February 25th next year. And while we're talking about events, I do need to bring attention to the fact that World Skate is doing the World Skate Games very soon, and you've probably heard nothing about it. And this includes aggressive skating. Aggressive skating is in this, dude. It's called roller inline freestyle. It's in there. I think Diaby's in there killing it. And if you're nearby in Argentina, make sure you go to it. 24th to the 13th. This is our ticket to the Olympics, which would be huge for blading. It's like we've already got the key in there. They already got skateboarding, and it's the same people, you know? And then I have a YouTube video you must watch. It's from the team over at Loco. Jake met up with CJ Wildsmore, and they did rollerblading hacks, which was actually very interesting. There's nothing better than like a 10 hack video on YouTube, right? Nothing does better. Top 10 lists. It's one of my top videos. I have a hack video as well you should check out. But this is really interesting to see. There's a few highlights. One is the fact that CJ Wildsmore calls Royals shifties, and I need to know if this is an Australian thing. Tell me right now, is it an Australian thing to call Royals shifties? You need to tell me, okay? Because my first experience with the word shifty was the skate called the Razor Shifty 2. I don't even know if that skate exists anymore. It was a Genesis. This was the first modern skate I ever saw in my life, and I know nothing about it, so tell me about it. It had like suspension frames. It was whack as fuck. But anyway, that was a highlight, as well as a lot of the hacks. Obviously, I won't spoil them. But also, Jake talking about fixing clacky skates, and it's about bearing spaces. Now, everyone's had problems with clacky skates. My them 909s, actually, I love the frames, but they were clacky when I got them. And it's because of, I've been told it's because of the tolerances between the wheel hub, the bearing spacer not being right. But this is very funny to see, apparently these wicked bearings by Powerslide, they have an adjustable spacer that should fix this issue. And I don't really understand how it works, but it was funny to see it not really work live. But anyway, really good video. Definitely check it out. And to round off the show today, I want to give a huge thank you to, of course, to the people in chat who are here with me live, coaching me through it, making sure I get every single name and pronunciation wrong. So as the rest of my patrons and members, especially the Blade News correspondents, they help me, they hold me down, even when I'm dying with school and I can't make these fucking videos. But what I'm going to leave you with is a link to one of my favorite edits of all time, which is Josiah Blee's video. Spring 15. I think about this video all the time, man. It's so good. Shout out Josiah Blee. Click the card and go check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night. And yeah, while we're here, let's watch this for the second time.